to date, we've sent over 74 graduate trainees.
Wow, 74.
Yeah, 74, not just in our projects in Tanzania and Uganda, although they get a lot of experience just from being on site. But we've sent them to different countries to work alongside our original equipment manufacturers.
Right. Wow, that's
so
good.
we've had students from UPIC, Chambugo, and Makerere go to Italy, Spain.
Welcome yet again to this session of Everything Energy and Extractives podcast. My name is Humphrey Asimwe, and I'm Chief Executive of Uganda Chamber of Energy and Minerals, formerly Uganda Chamber of Mines and Petroleum. And I'm here with an amazing lady. This lady works with the East African Crude Oil Pipeline Limited. It's limited, right?
Yes,
Yes,
it is limited.
And we call it EACOP. And she's here right in Uganda, has a brilliant history from a number of organizations that she's worked with. I actually found out that she's a scientist, but you see, the area of science I will not mention today because we are going to be discussing the social sciences. But she's a real, those scientists that His Excellency the President of Uganda loves talking about, the typical scientists. And we're here to talk about very important aspects of national content in EACOP. Welcome with me, the head, the in charge, the coordinator, the lead.
Yes.
The lead of national content capacity. Please, just tell us.
Building. Yes. EACOP National Content Capacity Building Lead.
EACOP National Content Capacity Building Lead. None other than Madame Natasha Kasami.
Thank you, Humphrey.
You're welcome.
Great to be here.
How long have you been with EACOP?
I have been with EACOP since 2022.
Since 2022.
Yes.
You're in the third year, going into the fourth year.
Yes.
Very many things have happened within this time. Great and amazing achievements. Take us through some of the achievements when it comes to national content in EACOP.
Okay. So first of all, on a personal level, a lot has also happened. I have... Since I've joined, I've had 2 babies. So if that's anything
EACOP
to go
babies.
by, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, so if that's anything to go by, only good things are happening.
That's good.
But just generally on the EACOP project, I started in 2022, and at that stage, things were kind of just getting set up. And now to date, we have the overall project progress is at about 58%, which is remarkable, especially considering a lot of the work took place last year. So last year was a very heavy year for us.
Yes.
Construction activities are happening on all sites in Uganda and Tanzania. We are at about 30% of construction progress.
The pipes are actually going in the ground.
The pipes are going in the ground. Engineering is happening. Engineering is at 98%, so it's almost complete.
That's good.
Procurement of the key machinery is at 83%.
Okay.
Just to bring it all into context, we have about we're supposed to construct a pipeline of 1,443 kilometers.
A heated pipeline.
A heated, insulated pipeline of 1,443 kilometers.
Right.
And of that, 1,200 kilometers have already been produced by the manufacturer.
Wow.
And transported to Dar es Salaam. And of that, so it goes to Dar es Salaam. It is coated in the TIS plant at Sojo. And then it is, they put a puff layer, which looks kind of like mattress foam around it. That's the insulation. And so far, 553 kilometers of pipe have been coated and insulated and transported to different sites. 223 kilometers have been welded, and and then 17 kilometers have been buried. So we're making progress. But bringing it down to a more personal level, which is what I'm more passionate about, national content.
Yes.
In Uganda, we've spent to date, since 2022, about $111 million US.
Wow.
Which is local spend in the country going
really?
to local companies.
Good.
We've employed, as of last quarter, Q1 2025, we had a headcount of about 2,400 Ugandans on the. We had 2,400 employees, 90% of whom were Ugandans. Yes.
Wow.
And I can't give the exact percentage, but there's been a lot of recruitment at the grassroots level where the pipeline is being laid.
Yes.
And so all those are things that are near and dear to my heart.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very good. You know what we dream about? You know what I dream about?
What do you
I
dream
look
about?
forward to the day we can be walking, driving on top of a piece of land somewhere, and we are all aware that beneath it is the pipeline
I know.
with crude flowing.
Amen.
We look forward to that day, because this is one of those projects world over that people have, come up with all kinds of some good things, others, trying to distract us. But thank you for keeping the faith. Thank you for keeping it and, going on with this project. So those are amazing. When you talk about the Ugandans employed, 2,400 employees, 90% of them are Ugandans. Did the quick math there. You're talking of about 2,200 Ugandans that are, directly employed, and that is amazing. You're talking about the amount of money that you've spent in the economy, put in the economy, in as much as on the Ugandan side is only 263 kilometers of pipeline. That's amazing. The question then on everybody's mind is, right, we're making this headway, and we are all racing towards fast oil. Are there opportunities when you look into the future? Are there more opportunities that Ugandan companies, somebody who is listening may say, oh, okay, maybe I can, come and get into this. Yeah. Are there opportunities?
Yes, there are opportunities. And I think as the project progresses, of course, because it's a project with a finite timeline.
Definitely.
The opportunities peak, and at some point they kind of plateau and begin to go downwards. So we are, in terms of sharing opportunities, we've passed peak, but they're still there. I think the important thing to note is that we, EACOP, together with its contractors, usually hold quarterly supplier development forums.
Yes.
And during those forums, we constantly give feedback on what are the upcoming opportunities. In terms of construction activities, our main contractor, CPP, is doing a lot of work, and I think towards mid last year they released a lot of EOIs, expressions of interest, which are still in the pipeline, which might not have yet been issued.
Good stuff.
So for companies that have applied and maybe not heard back, there's opportunity to still win those awards, especially when it comes to the area of camp management. So the camps, there's meant to be, I think there's 6 camps in I could be wrong, 5 or 6 camps in Uganda.
In Uganda.
Yes.
Wow.
And they haven't yet been inhabited. Well, one has been partially occupied currently. And especially when it comes to community content, this is an area for key participation, because there's a lot of resources, food and so on, that will be required from the community, even just staff, housekeeping and different trades. So this is an area where participation is required, and I think last year we did some engagements across the district along the pipeline route to kind of get them ready for what's coming. So that's an area where participation is
still
looking
available.
And of course, as the camps are being set up, I think there's usually discover more and more things that
Yes.
you need
Yes.
that might be lacking.
Food,
Yeah, exactly. Things aren't always as they seem.
engineering,
Exactly.
and all these kinds
Maintenance
of
of the
things.
campgrounds and so on. And so I think it's important that people always keep their ear on the ground and engage the main contractors.
Very good. That's a key
through the
one.
forums.
Yeah, that's a key one. So there are opportunities, and these supplier forums that you put together every quarter, you actually you volunteer this information. I also believe your subcontractors, CPP, Schneider, the rest, they also take time to put out the opportunities that exist so that local companies, local individuals can see and be part of them.
Yeah.
Be part of that. And you say the next one is when?
So we have one this quarter. Dates haven't yet been fixed, but it will happen
within this
quarter.
Quarter 2 of 2025.
Oh, and I should also mention for the operations phase.
For
the operations phase of the project, there are some opportunities. There's some opportunities for Ugandans to participate, and separately there will be a forum for that.
That's good.
To discuss what are the opportunities.
It's amazing. It's amazing to know that, we are now even beginning to talk about the operations phase, that when the oil starts flowing through that pipeline, there will still be some work that needs to be done, and the companies that can look at those opportunities. So whoever manufactured those pieces and parts of the pipeline would probably need Ugandan companies or companies that are based here to be part and parcel of their, first line of maintenance and stuff like that. So there are good opportunities right there. Oh, that's good.
But I should also say, aside from the goods and services, there's always employment opportunities.
Yes.
Those are shared on our website.
Okay.
And something that's particularly close to me is the opportunities for the youth. I know you have a junior chamber,
yes.
Chamber of energy and minerals.
Yes.
And I think currently EACOP is running a call for graduate trainees and internships. And that's an area where we've had a lot of success. I think good. To date, we've sent over 74 graduate trainees.
Wow, 74.
Yeah, 74, not just in our projects in Tanzania and Uganda, although they get a lot of experience just from being on site. But we've sent them to different countries to work alongside our original equipment manufacturers.
Right. Wow, that's
so
good.
We've had students from UPIC, Chambugo, and Makerere go to Italy, Spain, where else? Netherlands, China, India, you name it. Just several countries around the globe to see how the equipment was manufactured, what went into the material sourcing and the factory acceptance tests and all that stuff. And I think they've all gained some valuable insights.
Good.
Yeah.
So you're actually equipping them. You're investing in those graduate trainees, and I believe what they glean, they'll use in EACOP, they can also use elsewhere.
Transferable.
They're transferable skills.
Yeah.
When you look at it all, Tasha, when you close your eyes and you consider where we are and what has so far been done, what are you most proud of about the whole, achievements with EACOP and where EACOP is at?
So there's many things that I'm proud of. One is the attention to HSE. I'm not part of the HSE department, but the fact that someone can go to work and go home every day is definitely something I'm proud to be associated with.
Yeah.
And then you have, because like you mentioned, I'm the capacity building lead, and that, if you ask anyone at EACOP, that is my passion. I do it with one heart. And so every day, as I sit with the contractors to review their capacity building commitments, they have commitments to scale and empower small and medium-sized enterprises, to pass on knowledge to institutions through the trainer program, to recruit graduate trainees.
Okay.
every time as I sit at my desk, I'm thinking, how can we make these more meaningful?
Wow.
And how can we make sure that we're actually delivering impact and not just checking a box, not just teaching people and walking away. And so that's something I'm really proud of, the capacity building programs that we have offered. I'll give you an example. Recently, one of our contractors, the line pipe contractor, after realizing the gap in automatic welding training, because in Uganda we've been training a lot of welders.
Yes.
And I'm not going. It's not that it's been irrelevant. No, it's been very useful. A lot of them have been taken up by the different projects. But on the EACOP project, automatic welding is being used to weld the line pipe along the pipeline route. And this is a technology that not many of our welders had been exposed to. So having identified that as a gap, we worked closely with a line pipe contractor and took a bit of convincing, but we managed to get them to actually buy a automatic welding machine. And we went to Uri. Yes, and we went to Uri, just realizing that it's a good place because it's strategically placed, and that it kind of bridges the gap between academia and the industry. So we worked with Uri, and we actually trained, I think it was 28 trainers in automatic welding. Yeah, and they picked up really quickly.
Wow.
So yeah, those are the kind of programs I am proudly associated with. Ones where new skills are being passed down, and then we can slowly move away from the rhetoric that Ugandans can't do it. It's too specialized.
But they can do it.
Yes.
They can do a good job.
Exactly.
Wow, thank you very much, Natasha. I know I said my last question, but let me act like a preacher. Last. Okay. We've talked about the opportunities that are coming up. We've talked about the achievements. As a Ugandan, talking to Ugandan companies, talking to SMEs out there, if you could look in the camera and say to them, what are some of those lessons you've picked, maybe from pitfalls that Ugandan companies have fallen into that have stopped them from winning these businesses? What is that nugget you would leave them and say, look out for this, do this better, and we'll do business together? What are some of those things?
Oh, that's a good question. I wish I had my CNP team here because they could give a whole lecture on this and it would be great.
We can bring them. We just say the word. We'll bring them.
No, but in terms of what advice would I give? I think I would encourage Ugandans to be information hungry, and not just stop at receiving information, but also go to the point of be more aggressive in your applications, push for feedback. I know we try to give feedback, we're not the best, there's always room for improvement, right? But I found that the people in this sector who have really, pushed have eventually broke the door and found their opportunity and come in. So that for me would be the takeaway. Like, don't just stop at, attending a forum, attending a conference. Just continuously be information seekers. How far with this EOI? How, even to the point when you're signing the contract. There's a lot that goes, that many contractors don't look at the, in between the lines. What does HSE mean? What does that mean for my company? How am I going to implement it and all these things? What does national content mean? Am I just putting the national content commitments there to tick a box? Do I know that a commitment is not like some manifest? It's your commitment, like to the country. So just. Wow. Amazing stuff. Very simple. Don't give up. Be hungry for knowledge. Be hungry for information. Be hungry for these deals. They are there for the taking. And it is the one
the one that works, extra hard. You're part and parcel of the chamber. You're part and parcel of these events where you're able to network. You're able to attend the supplier sessions. You know what is taking place. You build on those relationships. You'll get the business. You'll do the business.
Yeah.
Natasha, thank you.
Thank
you so much for your time, and thank you for coming.
Thank you, Humphrey.
Uganda Chamber of Energy and Minerals, for a sustainable future.